What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bounce Token today. Auction. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Bounce Token is certainly living up to the name. We've had a wicked bounce over the past couple weeks, over the past few weeks, really. I mean, since the beginning of February, while a lot of things have moved down or just moved sideways, this thing's up 138%, you guys, from its lows. The lows that we like, that Scarif Monday, whenever we had the tariffs and they got put on pause for a month, right? That day, that drop day, since then, this thing's up 128%. It's crazy. From an overall high to a low, and I don't think it stops here. I think inevitably you're at 1666 now. You're going to go to 82 bucks, 108 bucks, 161 bucks, and I think this is the area that you're going to by the end of this next move, which should be sometime. End of March, but I'm thinking probably sometime in April. Not end of April. I think it'll be early April or mid-April. But sometime in that kind of time frame, I don't think we break above 100. I really don't think we see 161. I mean, inevitably we will later this cycle, but just not before April. This target range, 82 to 108, is where I think we're going to go. And even though we're at 1666 now, and that's phenomenal growth, right, from this current price, the minimum target would be about almost a 5x, and then the maximum target would be something of like a 6.5x. I want to say, hold up, because it is up a lot. It might pull back, and it likely does pull back and provide a lower price, something that's around 10 bucks, 11 bucks, 12 bucks, something like that before going higher, right? And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but it's very, very common from a high to a low. Okay, high to a low on a fib. It's very, very common when you go up to your 382 area to pull back to your 236 area and then continue up, right? And right now, not only is that common in this kind of fib scenario, but if we take the relative high to this low here, this relative low, you're also at the golden ratio of this zone here. So you're at two areas. It's very common on the first attempt above the 382 to go just above it and then come back down. Oftentimes, whenever you do this too, you wick above the 382 and then you close below it. Oftentimes, that's what happens. So it wouldn't surprise me over the next 4 days, 23 hours, if auction came back down below 15 bucks to close this week with a pretty big wick to the upside, right? And I don't think that it's going to go lower. I definitely don't think it's going to go lower from here, sure, but I think you'll find support at this area of support that you had before. And we can look at the indicators, look at the charts, and see if we can make sense out of that, right? On a weekly basis, on the RSI, very immaculate move. I mean, if you came back down and closed this week at the areas that I think you would, maybe it looks like you're going to reject off the 50, and that could set you up for a lower move next week or the coming weeks that take you back down to the area that I'm talking about. If you look at the 3-day time frame here, also at an area where you would expect to find resistance, though, to be completely fair, this looks like it wants to go up a little bit higher. At least right now it looks like it wants to go higher, but I will say you have found resistance here right around this area actually a few times before, so maybe you do find resistance just a little bit higher than this. But still, a little bit higher is where your golden ratio is, right? You've got 22 hours left in this day. Maybe today, maybe this 3-day period, you close here, you move up a little bit higher, but then the rest of the week, again, 4 days, 23 hours left. The remaining 4 days afterwards, you probably come back down and close the week neutral or red is what I think. You're going to see a bigger week by the end of this. If we look at the 4-hour candle, 4-hour time frame, you're moving up slow and steady. It's crazy, the tenacity behind this move, right? You're just slowly inching your way up, and we love seeing this kind of stuff, but you are getting pretty overbought on the RSI. You're at the 90 level right now, and you probably, again, do continue to climb a little bit higher from here, but just a little bit. I don't think, I mean, from here, let's see, how high would you go? High to low here. You're at 1670. Like, I don't think you're going to go too much above 1730. Maybe you do run all the way up to your 786, which is at 1962. Maybe today you just have like a quick wick up there and then you sell off. If you do go up here, look for a serious rejection. It would be a quick rejection that would send you back below the golden ratio. If that happens, undeniably at that point, you would go at least to the 382 down here, which is at about 1164. Okay, at least there. I should say at least to 1356, but somewhere in this zone at least, if not to the 236 on this one, right? I don't think we go to this 236. Again, this 236 is different, okay, than the overall 236 from this high to low here, right? The overall, the large macro kind of fib that we've been in, this consolidation range we've been in since December of 2023, that 236 at 1121, it's actually very near the 382 of the smaller fib range here. So I really do like this area, 1164. Not only is it the 382, not only is it the 236 of the larger fib, but it's also an area where you found support, support, support time and time again. It would make a lot of sense to me. You know, maybe you do come up a little bit more. Maybe we see something like that. And then you come back down and you've got this kind of inverse head and shoulders pattern look to you. I don't know. Maybe that's exactly what happens. Maybe not, but I assume that soon enough, you know, you're at 1674 now. I don't think you go. If you were to go to 20 bucks, that'd be about it, you know. And then likely you do pull back down anywhere from 1155. I would at least assume 1155. If not, I mean, hell, let's see. What would this be? High to low here. Come on now. 1155, if not at least something that's at like 1350. That's what I would think. Yeah. Depending on how high you go. I mean, if you keep going up, if you do run all the way up here to this high at like 26 bucks, maybe you do pull back to about 16 bucks, right? To about the areas that we're at now. And in which case, it's still not good to chase. It'll come back and give you an opportunity right here, but it would be better to buy here than to buy here, watch it go up, and then watch it come back down, you know, and then you're in an emotional state because you're involved. It'd be better to just wait and see if this thing comes back, and it likely will. If not, it could reject here, of course, or maybe we go up a little bit more and it still rejects down to this 1164 area. Okay, that's my expectations. The 4 hours very overbought. The 1 hour is showing bearish divergence, but it's so tenacious, man. And that divergence, I think, has already been taken care of. Like, genuinely, I don't even actually know if I would call this bearish divergence. It just looks super tenacious. Movements like this, too, I will say, moments like this in a chart's history, they're very rare. Very tenacious moves that just, they defy logic. So it's completely possible this thing could just keep running. It very well could. Inevitably, wherever it stops at, inevitably, I do believe it sees prices that are higher than this. And again, those targets are somewhere that are at least at about 82 bucks, if not something higher than that, right? I would think 108 to 83 bucks. That's probably where you're going to go. I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say. I don't think there's anything else to go over. I want to pull up this one little indicator and then we'll see real quick. We'll just see. So it'd be if you get above 1852, that's a really good sign. Okay, getting above 1852 is a time to get excited. You want to hold $10 as support. Okay, you want to hold $10 as support, and I think we knew that already. Yeah. Ultimate invalidation levels at $24 there, right? Reversion down here, you have no reversions now. 4 hour time frame, no reversions. Oh, but you had one there. Are we deeper? We're pretty deep, baby. We're pretty deep, but we're probably going to get a reversion soon, right? You had one here, had one here. It looks like we're getting the same thing, so we're probably going to get a reversion soon. So yeah, I don't think we reach for 20 bucks. I don't think we go up. I mean, inevitably we will, yes, but this move, we probably do just reach a little higher, like I was thinking in the beginning of the video, 18 bucks at the most, maybe 19 bucks at the most. And then we do pull back to that $13.50 to $11 area that I was talking about. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.